Hey there, and welcome to another Sunday Musings, where every week I spend a little time talking about something that's on my mind. I also write a complimentary blog. It's hosted on Medium, and the link for that is right here. So this week, I want to spend a little time with another unexpected wisdom. If you haven't caught this before, let me explain. Children's books hold a wealth of tidbits of wisdom and knowledge that are honestly wasted on children, and they probably really were meant for the parents who read them. But I have a love of children's books. I read to my nieces and nephews when they were younger. I read to my godchildren, and now, to be honest, I just read them because I think that they're great. And as I've been reading them lately, I've been finding some incredible nuggets in there. So once a month, I talk about some unexpected wisdom. And once again, I'm going to visit The Lorax by Dr. Seuss. And this month, let's talk about the quote, "You poor stupid guy, you never can tell what some people will buy." Now you might wonder why I selected that one. I think it's partially because recently I've really been thinking a lot about how we put ourselves out there. Because everybody is buying something every day and everybody is selling something every day. Now you might argue, so give me a moment. You don't have to be selling or a professional salesperson to be selling something. Every day you are trying to get somebody to buy into an idea you have, to buy into the person you say you are, to give you a chance, to believe you, to trust you. In a more personal thing, maybe you're trying to get somebody to go out with you. Maybe you're a kid and you're trying to get your parents to give you something. Maybe you're a parent and you're trying to get your kids to agree to do the dishes. Whatever it is, you're trying to sell somebody something and you need to convince them to buy. Interesting, isn't it? It's really important when we try and get somebody to buy into something that we understand where they're coming from and what they're wanting. Because I'm sure we've all gone into a store and looked at something on the shelf and thought, what the heck is that and why would anybody want to buy it? But there's always a reason. And you need to understand what the reason is and also understand that that reason is very personal to people. So you have to give them the benefit of the doubt. You have to give them the thought, the perspective, all of these things. We're all judgmental. Anybody who tells you they're not is full of it. But if you're going to try and get somebody to agree and buy into what you're selling, you need to try and suspend your judgment and take a step into their minds and understand from their perspective why it's valuable to them, what's in it for them to take you up on what you're offering. It's not easy to do. If it was easy, we wouldn't have to worry about Everett. We'd just say, I need this, and everybody would do it. But there's not a horrible formula to do it. It's actually pretty simple. First, understand who you are and where you have hurdles you need to overcome in judgment. Next, when you want something, be clear about what you're asking of others. Own what your experiences are and your prejudices and your thoughts, and attempt not to impose them on others, but if you do, apologize for doing so. Then clearly understand what you're asking for and say it. And also let people know why it's impactful to them and honestly to you. Because in general, we often want to help others in one way or the other. And so the reason needs to be something that's profound to you. And you need to understand what's profound to them. People are not going to buy something that has no value to them. It's very hard to get your kids to do the dishes because they don't see value in that for them. But if you tie that to a reward, that reward may have value. These are just a few thoughts that I have, but I think it's really critical to be authentic to yourself, to be aware of who you are and your own biases, and to be willing to ask questions of others to find out what's important to them. And then just move forward. You won't always win, but when you don't, or when you do, take a moment and figure out what went well and what you can improve for next time. Those are my thoughts, and I'd love to hear yours. How do you get people to buy into what you want? What hasn't worked? Take care of yourselves, and until next week, I'll see you soon.